everybody. How you doing tonight? Yay, it worked. It is Monday evening, July the 8th. I've got some exciting things that I want to share with you tonight, Stampin' Up wise or stamping wise, but also to let you know that for just to chit chat a little second before while everybody's finding me, is to let you know that Stampin' Up is offering bonus days this month. So what that means is that for every $50 purchase, you will get a coupon code for $5 that you can use in the month of August. So bonus days have been in full swing for 5 days, I think is when it started. Anyway, they've been going a little bit. So for every $50 you spend, you get to earn a $5 coupon code to use in the month of August. So there's that little thing. And I think that's about it. I know that I have 2 craft events this week, or this month, not this week. Whew. I do have card class Thursday night. Another little thing going on with my team right after card class. And then Saturday is Meet Me at the Market, the craft vendor event at the Knoxville Expo Center on Clinton Highway from 10 until 4, I believe it is. And then the following week, I need to get my calendar out here. I am lost without it. So that's Thursday night is birthday card class. Saturday is the Knoxville Expo Center. And then next week, Saturday, is at the Carnes High School for the 70-something, I think 72nd annual Carnes Fair. So I'll be set up there as well from 10 until 3, I think it is. All of that information will be sent in your thank you cards that I have addressed. I got to write inside and get the little calendars printed, but I do have one printed and it's posted on the Facebook page. All right. You came to watch me stamp. You didn't come for all this other chit chat, but if you're here watching, I can see comments and I would love to chit chat with you, obviously. Let me share my screen. Got to look over here at the other one. And we're going to go with this. I think I have the lighting arranged pretty good. We shall see. And on my glass mat, and I don't have a glare. Whoop, whoop. Isn't that great? I forgot blocks. I have everything over here except for my blocks. Hello from Central Florida. We are going to use, let me get this down in the view of the camera. Let's raise this up a little and then this down. And then make sure it's in. Let me go grab a block. I don't have a block. I cannot believe I was so proud of myself for having everything all arranged and laying over here ready to go. And then I realized I didn't have something to clean it with. And obviously I didn't have my blocks. Whoops. And that's loud on that mat. All right. So we're going to start with a very simple one. Obviously you can see the card stuff laying right here. This is very vanilla cardstock. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And lay that to the top. Oh, and there is a little glare right there. That should do it. All right. I just got these in the mail Friday, Saturday. So they are not mounted. And yes, this train fits on this. I don't know if I've ever really shared, but I love trains. As a little girl, I remember having a train track and the metal trains. I don't know what happened to that, but my hubby, bless him, searched and searched one year and bought me a train track and the metal trains for Christmas. I have not had a chance to put it together to see how much track I got, but now that I'm out here in the new craft space, I will, our goal is to get that together. So isn't that pretty? And in art class, Mr. Rose would always draw trains. Granted, they were he usually drew them the main part of the train. This is called a cow catcher, facing this way, but I love drawing trains. Old timey, it's called a cow catcher because way back when trains were headed across the western states, there was no fences. It was like open range, as we all know. And cows and bison and elk and whatever else wild would get on the tracks. Well, you didn't want the train to go boom, boom over it. So this is a pointy thing, like a little skirt, and it kind of fans out into a point. And so if it hits it or wherever it hits it, whatever it hits on the track will just kind of go off to the side and not make the wheels go over. So there's your little history lesson on trains, but you didn't expect that tonight. Okay, there's that. We are going to, this is from the perennial postage dies. I cut out two shapes. They're the exact same size. They are the second largest. So we're just gonna stamp in pecan pie right on this one. Since that's a large stamp, most of the time I will turn it, I'll lay it down and use my stamp pad and tap it this way. Just so that I know it's easier to hold the stamp pad than it is to sometimes hold the stamp. And it looks like it's getting pretty good. And then I'm just going to stamp it right here. My friend would say when you're stamping to hold it down and say, his name is wonderful. So Brenda's wonderful, Brenda's more. I'm not that conceited. I'll say Kevin is wonderful, Kevin is wonderful. Isn't that pretty? I'm in love. Because trains can be whatever color you want them to be, right? All right, let's move that out of the way. And let's put this together. I'm going to offset this kind of like that. So I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this. And it won't stick to the glass mat, so that's good. That way I've got some of that pecan pie coming out and showing all the way around it. Now I'll put some adhesive on the back. This stamp set is a new online exclusive. So if you want it, I'm going to put this straight. So it's hard to see this outline of the top piece of veneer. I can talk, I promise. Very vanilla. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And then the sentiments with this one. Let's leave that right there. Congratulations. I wish our paths cross more often. Good luck on your new adventure. Here's to happiness ahead. I think I'm just gonna leave it with no sentiment on there for now and get some closing up the pecan pie because we know that I put my hands in it. Some of these jewels. These are the adhesive back sparkle gems. There's some of the gold tone ones. I'm going to put one in the middle, like where the light goes. And then I'm going to use two little ones. Stick them there. And that kind of fills in that corner. Isn't that pretty? I love that card. So simple, but it tells a great story. All right, now let's step it up a little bit. Let's put these away back in there. These are just passport envelope pouches that I got off of Amazon. They hold the gems very well. Right there. Lay this one right there. All right, the next one we're going to do is this. This is Pebbled Path and Smoky Slate and Very Vanilla. Let's go ahead and fold our card. I would put a piece of Very Vanilla inside to keep it cohesive from the inside to the outside, but so that you'll have something to write on. And I know you know how to attach pieces, so have fun. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this on, even though it's not stamped on. And you just watched me turn it over. I do that every time. Doesn't matter if it's got a decal or a picture or an image or whatever you want to call it. I turn my pieces over to put the adhesive on the back. And I want to make sure I've got about the same amount of space, top to bottom, like right there and there. And then I know that it will line up over there. So there's that. Let's lay it out of the way. Now let's have a little bit of fun. Shall we? Lay you guys out of the way. All right. We're going to use a blending brush. And we're going to put a little bit of pecan pie. That's not pecan pie, Brenda, that's peach. Some peach pie. And I'm going to start it right here. Oh, I wanted it lighter. Just up here. Oh, I need my What I love about being able to use the glass mat, I can wipe it on there and then just use some water and wipe it right off. And my chamois is almost dry. Its little corners are crunchy. All right, let's add a little bit more up here. All right, plenty. Stamp with Pebbled Path. And we're going to use some Old Olive. I have a blending brush for each, like the greens, the peaches, or the reds. I'm going to start over there to get a little bit of that off. And I know my image is going where that big bubble of peach is. I do want it to show a little bit more green. Okay, it's showing. I had some feedback that I wasn't keeping my work in the camera. So I'm trying to monitor that, and I believe I'm doing a little better job tonight. Okay. Lay this to the side, close it up, chamois, and get that off of there. Otherwise, we will wind up with peach pie and old olive where we don't want it. Have a piece of basic white. We're going to stamp our train in pebbled path. Ooh, and this ink pad apparently is juicy. This one is a distinctive stamp. So it's got some lighter and darker. That's like, what is that word? I was looking to see if it was written on the stamp set, but it's not. It's called distinctive, and that allows it to have some lighter and darker areas. And we're going to do what one of my favorite friends love to do, and that's fussy cut in just a minute. Ooh, that will lighten up some. All right, now let's get one of our images. I'm going to do Here's to Happiness Ahead on this. It would help if you knew where all of your stamps were, Brenda. Laying on the desk right in front of you. So let's put you back over here. I won't worry with putting the backing on that just yet. Because it doesn't matter if that's right side up or not, but I know that that's a little closer to the top. Tap, tap, tap. And I rocked it. Let's flip it over. Don't rock. Perfect. All right, let's clean that. And this one, because the next one we're going to do is fun too. And I need that clean. You can go from light ink to darker ink without, like after you stamp a couple of times, without cleaning your stamp, but I would not go from dark to light. That will contaminate your ink pads. I don't know where it's at. Let's grab our scissors and fussy. You can get as close to the image or as far away. I'm going to leave a little bit of a white border. And just as you're fussy cutting, the easiest way is to just move your paper and close your scissors. And yes, I'm in the view of the camera. Especially when you're going around little curvy things. So just squeeze the scissor blades closed and twist the paper and not the scissors. When I saw this stamp set, it immediately reminded me of my art teacher in middle school. It is relaxing. It's almost like coloring. And he loved drawing the old-timey trains. And that taught us how to add perspective to our canvases and all that fun stuff. It brought back some very happy memories. Matter of fact, it was that class I was in that I did a wood burning and entered it into an art competition, and I got a ribbon. I don't have the wood burning because of circumstances in life. The apartment bedroom caught on fire, and that's where it was. Wood burnings. It did not fare very well. But it's like, but then what do you do when it's like there's this one image and then several sentiments, but I had to have it. All right, it's gonna go here, and we're gonna put this on, and we're gonna add, I brought ribbon over here, pebbled path. Let's put that on first. I'm gonna put it about right there. I know that you can see me looking around. I made cards over at the other desk the other night, and we're just going to use a couple little pieces of this. Holds that ribbon in place. And now let's put oh, I got it on the mat. It didn't get on the front of the card. It didn't. Yay. I love the liquid glue because you can wiggle it around a lot easier than you can the snail adhesive. I'm going to put this, let's trim the this is going to go on dimensionals. One more just because. Just taking the backs off the dimensionals over the trash can. So most of them will land in there. Let's get there. Dimensionals on the back of this. And we're going to use those pretty gems again. And I'm going to use the darker colored ones. Got a whole bunch of them that have been opened. use, uh, which color? I think I'm gonna go with the silvery ones. Actually, it's a hard decision. Let's go with the black. Kind of makes it look like coal. Stick one right there. It does, doesn't it? Or the, and I thought about using a sponge, and I haven't done it yet, but I will. When you stamp your image and then get a sponge with a different color for the grass, you could do that right there. That would be pretty. But let me show you what else I'm gonna do. That's gonna be so pretty, I think. And you can't see the train, the wheels, because all that smoke and stuff going on right there. So let's stick one here. And just grab another big one. I never really know where to put gems. Let's stick one here. And again, because this is a darker piece of cardstock for the inside, you would want to put a color inside. All right, there's that one. Now, one more. And this one we are using copper clay and Very Vanilla as our Very Vanilla is our card base. And apparently my blending brush has Very Vanilla or an orange color on it. That's all right. We'll make it be the back. All right, you're the back. You're the front. Go ahead. Not yet. Right there. We're going to stamp on this, but we're going to emboss. It's like there should be an E. You should just be able to just toss your gems on your paper and be done with it, right? Yeah, no, not me. All right. Stampin' Up has released their embossing powders again. So they come in two different packs. And I believe we're going to use that one. These are white and let's see. Ebony is the black color. And that one's clear. These are metallic copper, metallic gold, and polished pewter. So that set or the basics. I have never played with this color, the metallic copper. So let's use that one. These are, thought it would tell me how. There's 3 of them. One and 5/8 by 1.5 inch. Tells you the dimensions of it. I don't know why you need that, but just tell me how much is in it. That's what I want to know. All right. So we are going to emboss on this. So yep. Actually, I think I'm gonna turn it that way. I always store my Versamark watermark ink pads upside down so that the sticky stays on the top. Just like for our stamp pads, I'm just going to turn them this way. And then no, I keep changing my mind. Just stick with the decision, right? Right, I'm gonna leave that on there for a second while I open up the, yay. Okay. Set that over here. I didn't stick it down to the to our card yet, so in case it doesn't work like I want it to, because this is how you test things. Oh. Okay, with some more powder. Oh, needs a little bit more powder on the top of the smoke. There we go. And then where you know you don't want, wipe it off. All right, that can lay there for just a second. Let's put this powder back in because we don't want to turn our heat gun on with loose powder. Otherwise, it is going to go everywhere. And I would suggest don't mix your colors. If you know you're going to use several different colors, maybe use a piece of typing paper instead of your tray. Like use your tray for one color, typing paper for another color. That way you don't mix your colors because you don't want to muddy them. Over here. I'll wipe that out with a damp cloth to get all of those extra little pieces out of there. Okay, now let's watch the magic. You can see just the powder on there. Let it focus. Now watch. Making it blow away from my hand. I don't want to burn my fingers. It's turning. See? You see it? It looks brown. Do you see the sparkle? There we go. See the difference? Isn't that awesome? I gotta grip it in a different place again. That looks cool. Oh my goodness. That's pretty cool. I love embossing anyway, but oh my. Oh my. All right, now I want a different color than peach pie behind it, I think. I do like the old olive, so let's put a little bit down here. And it won't stick to where you've embossed. Just giving a real faint color, a hint. It's really hard to see, but it's there. I promise. Add a little bit more. Oh, it's got the desired effect I wanted. And I love that embossing powder. Oh, so much. All right. I want a little darker than peach pie. Just a second. And since they're in the same color families, we're going to use pumpkin pie. Not same color family, same shades. They're both orange. One's a little darker than the other one. All right, we don't want a big blob right on the top of our. Yep. And I'm starting on the embossed part, so you can't see the. All right, let's get a bit more of this green. Go right in there. All right, and now I'm going to use a little bit of Page and Craze. Hey, everybody. Long time, Michelle. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, that's going to add a little bit down here to the, like where the horizon is. There we go. Y'all, this is so okay. And I don't think it needs a sentiment on it either. I can put whatever I want on the inside, or I can stamp on the inside with one of those sayings. I got powder on the desk. Hang on a second. Get that ink off. My chamois are well loved. That used to be like this real pretty purple, and now it's, you can see the butterfly outlines in it. So for me, I guess my favorite things have always been butterflies and trains. I'm gonna make you want to buy that. Oh, isn't it pretty? All right, some adhesive. We'll just use this one. It's bonus days. Can't go wrong. Well, now I'm wishing I'd have used the glue because this paper's a little, because where it got warm, it warped a little bit. All right, here we go. Isn't that pretty? And that matches the copper clay. Ugh. Come on. All right. So we went from very easy, very simple, stepped it up a little bit with our blending brushes and some ribbon. Oh, this guy needs some adhesive, some sparkles. And we're gonna go with, not the browns. We're gonna go with the silvers. One there. Almost the corners. Oopsie, that's all right. So they're very, very simple with the dies, the perennial postage dies. Get you in the picture. And then blending brushes behind. And then embossed with some blending brushes on that one. And it just, I feel like that makes it, I could have put the green up a little bit higher, but I feel like that makes it look like he was on the prairie. I really like this stamp set. All right, let me show you the stamp set again. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but you might see a whole bunch of trains. Here's to happiness ahead. Congratulations. I wish our paths crossed more often. Good luck on your new adventure. That could be for retirement, could be for a new job, whatever. This just because you don't get to see your friends very often. This is a great stamp set, y'all. Thank you for watching. And as always, I will let you know that if you place an order of 35 or more, I'll send you the consumables to make this. I can't stamp any images, but I can send you the pre-cut out paper and enough stuff to do that. So buzz, buzz. See you later, Miss Honeybee, Stamping Hive. Thanks for watching. Thank you for everybody else that's watching too, Michelle, and I can't see anybody else's name. But appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me tonight and indulging my love of trains and how to stamp it up a little bit. Going from very simple to a little bit more complicated, even though it's not really. Thank you. Have a great week. Do something fun for yourself, and I will see you again on Monday, if not before. Thanks for watching. Bye for now, and do something fun.